everybody, this is John for MTG Nexus coming at you with a YouTube exclusive video here. This is going to be a little bit of a ramble-y kind of video, so if you're here for strategy content with this video, just probably shut it off now. But this is a thanks and kind of an explanation of a journey. So this is kind of a video to thank everybody for 1,500 subscribers. Putting up with me for the last 3 years. This channel started in July of 2017. I believe it was July 1st or July 3rd, somewhere in there. I don't remember the exact date, but it's basically been around for 3 years. We've grown to 1,500 subscribers. We've been monetized for a little over a year. This channel's been amazing, you know. For those of you that don't know the backstory to this channel, this is my second attempt at a YouTube channel. I originally had a other channel, I believe it was mtgotavern. It was meant to be kind of a quiet hangout place for Magic Online, not to be confused with mtgotavern, who is still an existing channel. And it was kind of a this is my first attempt at making a YouTube channel. It was very much a kind of low-key, like budget, played some decks. This was really before the rental services existed, so it was kind of hard to play a ton of decks. You know, I was put a lot of money into it, just didn't feel like it was going anywhere. After about 7 or 8 months, I think I'd gotten up to maybe 100, 125 subscribers, but I really didn't feel like it was growing fast enough. And I kind of grew frustrated and disillusioned. I think I started that one in like June or July of 2016. Deleted the entire thing in like March of 2017. And also deleted the accompanying Twitch channel I had associated with that, which was affiliate, but we weren't really doing anything. So, fast forward a couple months in July, I kind of got the itch. I was with my friend at some conference for horror movies that he liked, and I had started up Mana Traders because I wanted to get back into Magic Online, but I really didn't want to buy decks. I really didn't have the finances to like buy decks consistently at that point. And you know, after playing some matches, I wanted to get back into content creation. Still kind of a low-key at that point. I didn't have the gaming laptop. I was still using my headphone thingies that your cell phone comes with, so it was kind of poor quality in terms of sound and whatnot. And then, you know, it was originally called Dusk Till Dawn Gaming, for those of you that are newer to the channel. The original name of this channel was Dusk Till Dawn Gaming. We have rebranded it a little over a year and a half ago to MTG Nexus. I wanted to kind of narrow the focus of this channel down to Modern, particularly Burn has been kind of the centerpiece. You know, we've been playing a variety of decks, but the centerpiece has always been Burn. And then I've kind of gradually floated that to include Lightning Bolt based decks, because I was playing some Jund, I was playing some Death Shadow, you know, other decks that were Bolt based. Some of the stuff we've been playing lately has been donation decks, you know, like the Mardu Stoneblade deck, the Legacy decks from Foz, etc. And I really want to thank everybody in the community, whether it be Foz, O'Doyle, Janshevik, my brother, so many others over time, Space Marine even, who have contributed to the growth of this channel from an early stage to what it is now. And I really want to thank the people that have put up with all my side projects. You know, I created a wrestling channel that I've only made like 2 videos on. I created Oblivion's End Gaming, which was meant to be like a side project for like World of Warcraft and Star Wars, The Old Republic MMO. And then it became like a burn channel. I was trying to keep like juggle those two. And then I created Historic Nexus MTG, and then Standard Nexus MTG. And this has always been the main channel, the main focus. But I've gotten often distracted at points, whether it was with schooling for accounting, whether it was trying to work on another channel because I was frustrated with the growth of this channel. Just kind of a lot of different things have happened over time. And, that we've gotten to this point is amazing. And there's a lot of people who have contributed to this, whether it be, watching the videos, sharing the videos, contributing donation deck lists, contributing deck lists earlier on when I was doing like random projects. And, so what is my goal? What is my vision? Where do I see this channel going? So a lot of content creators have taken steps forward during the COVID pandemic. People like Aspiring Spike, people like Nikachu continue to provide content. There's been a lot of up-and-coming modern content creators on YouTube, whether it be the Grim Flayer with Black Green X decks, or Tectonic Edge if you like Tron decks. Then there's been people like Legacy or Day 9 or Covert Go Blue, or people that have Croakies. A lot of people who have put out a ton of content. Anurag Das now with Legacy. So there's a lot of steps forward that a lot of people have taken with Magic content. There's also a lot of people who have left the content production of Magic, whether that be people like Jeff Hooglin, who kind of rose to arguably become the number one Magic streamer, has grown disillusioned with the game a little bit and is taking a bit of a break. Whether it be someone like, I think it's called Metagaming now. It was previously, what was it called? Sideboard MTG, which was a variant off of Strictly Better MTG. Eric on that channel has kind of ceased producing content. There's been a few others. I believe Dylan Hovey used to do Death Shadow videos all the time. So there's a lot of people that have come and gone. Some people have pushed forward in the content creation business. Others have kind of reeled it back in or quit altogether. There are very few kind of like steady forces, like someone like Nikachu, who just consistently put out content and continue to grow their brand, grow their thing. There's people like Caleb Duroir, there's people like Reed Duke, there's people like LSV, Gabby Sparts, people that just continually put out decent content. Some do it in waves, some are consistent, like Caleb is pretty consistent. LSV, Gabby, some of those can be a little, sometimes they do a lot of streams, sometimes they don't do a lot of streams. So, that said, I am at a bit of a crossroads in life right now. As many of you may know, I am a college graduate twice over with a bachelor's in accounting, and I got my master's in accounting. So I am basically done with the schooling that I will ever need. I graduated in December of last year, and I was starting to look into accounting jobs. I had a interview process where I was looking to get a job with the state auditor's office, and then COVID hit. So it's been difficult to find a job in the accounting field, especially considering, because I was working full-time to pay my bills at Walmart for the last 10 plus years, I didn't have time to take on an internship for accounting. So I'm at a disadvantage in accounting in terms of finding a job. So, real talk, I'm kind of at a crossroads for what to do in life. Do I actively pursue an accounting job, or do I continue to work at Walmart and continue to pursue content creation as a eventual supplement, well, currently as a supplement to my own main income, and eventually to surpass Walmart or whatever other entity as my primary employment. So long story short, I really want content creation to become what I do long term. This isn't something that I have done lightly. This isn't something that I put a lot of effort into. There's been a lot of times I've wanted to quit. I'm not going to sit here and say there hasn't. So if you've noticed a push for me content-wise, and maybe I'm trying too hard, it's kind of why I've been pushing for so much variety of content and such. Is I'm really trying to get into a flow where I'm putting out consistent content and continuing things to grow. To that end, some of you may know, some of you may not know, I'm back into streaming. I discussed it with the YouTube channel, and part of it was people didn't want streams and such to interfere with me putting out other content, and that they felt that me streaming consistently on the YouTube channel was kind of interfering with me putting out the variety of content. So that end, I kind of had this system where I'm streaming basically every night at about midnight for a couple hours, but on my days off I'm still working on other content, finishing other content, doing other projects, etc. To that end, I have the stream up, twitch.tv/mtg_nexus. We are very close to affiliate. I believe after the stream tonight I should be qualified for the affiliate program, which means I'll be eligible for Twitch Prime and all of that. The majority of the content for the channel will be coming from this, so there will be a lot of VODs. I do apologize for that. I'm still going to be working on other content when I can. I'm also trying to get back into making steady content for the Historic Nexus MTG channel, and that's pretty much going to be about my limit for right now, with continuing to work 40 hours a week and still working on some other stuff, studying accounting a little bit here and there, doing those kind of things. The goal, what I would ultimately like to do with this, is to obviously have this as the main channel with Modern and Legacy and some Pioneer, and I would ideally like to grow a other channel with the historic content and another channel with the standard content. Ideally get all three of those up and running at some point, monetized and all that jazz, which obviously this is something that could take years down the line. The reason for the split is on YouTube, the way the algorithm works, you tend to work better whenever you put out a bunch of similar content, and if you're putting out a variety of content, the algorithm actually kind of punishes you a little bit. So that's why the main channel, MTG Nexus, has been the modern focus primarily, because the other content doesn't tend to do as well whenever you're doing that. Ideally, I would like to branch out in other games. I'd like to get back into World of Warcraft. I'd like to get into maybe some other games as they come out, become a variety content with the majority of it being MTG. Now, as to the realities of life, probably the next 4 or 5 months are going to determine a lot of where things go. I'm not asking for pity. I'm not asking for help. Just simply know that I'm going to be putting out as much content as I can, and hopefully continuing to increase the quality. What I'm aiming for, honestly, is increasing the views on YouTube, continuing to increase the ad revenue there, getting some exposure and maybe some subscribers on Twitch. I'm going to try to stream. My minimum goal is I would like to stream each night at least until the end of the year. I don't know if I'm going to try to do the full 365 days that some people have done. I know Caleb D did that at some point, but he was already kind of an established name. You know, a lot of it's going to depend on, you know, health and all that nonsense with COVID and all that going on. But my goal for right now, at least for the rest of the year, is I would like to get, I think my end goal is like about 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year, which I think I can try to do. Continue to push that channel, or this channel, as far as I can. Do a stream every night, and then continue to do other content when I can on my days off. Working on some other projects, improving the Twitch stream, improving the Twitch overlay, the stuff on there, continuing to work on the YouTube channel, improving the stuff on there. Honestly, I'm trying to avoid as much as I can things like Patreon and such. I know that's a great way to support content creators, and I'm not knocking it. Just personally, I prefer to be as least of a burden on people financially as I can. As a content creator, my goal is to try to give you the most content I can for the most value. So, you know, if you have Twitch Prime, wants to get the affiliate thing, I would greatly appreciate your support. You know, and anybody who wants to join the Twitch channel and subscribe, I'm certainly going to push that some as I can. But, you know, my first thing is to just expand the audience, to get as much exposure as I can, and to work on growing on things like YouTube, not only the YouTube, but Twitch, also continuing. I need to get back into working more on Reddit stuff, you know, getting more involved in the communities there. I've been somewhat involved with the Burn Discord, but I definitely do need to do a better job of being engaged on other social media platforms to continue to get the word out there, but without overdoing it. There's one streamer in particular, and I'm not going to call them out, but they just don't have the numbers for what they're trying to push for. I think they're reaching for the moon, and they just don't have the background or the following already. And I wish them luck, and I've been following them and trying to help however I can, but it's like, I don't want to be one of those people that wants to like overreach my stay and you know, try to overdo. Just, I want this thing to grow as naturally as possible. That way the channel can be around as long as possible. But it's pretty much where I am. Yes, this is a spliced together video. I got interrupted for dinner, so if there's a sudden change in the background and you're like, okay, what the heck happened, that's where it was. I was trying to pick up from that point on and continue where I was in that kind of monologue that I had going there. But I want to thank everybody again. It's been an amazing 3 years, and hopefully it's just the beginning of the journey. So, this has been John for MTG Nexus. Hope to see you in the next stream, in the next video.